Oh, hi there. Yeah, this feels a bit awkward talking to myself in a room, but I decided to do this just because I kind of want to keep all the memories and remember everything that I'm doing on this trip, because it's probably a once in a lifetime thing for me personally, because I don't know if I'd do this again. I guess I'll make this an intro, but to start off, what I'm doing is I'll be probably away from home for maybe 5 months. Right now it's kind of not like definite, but that's what I'm hoping to do if I can stick it out for that long. The first month of me being away is me going on a solo trip, and I'll be basically, right now I'm in Hawaii, so this is my Airbnb, and my other places are definitely not going to be this nice. I just wanted to get a nicer place for the first stop because I was scared that I was going to be like grossed out, psyched out, all that stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll treat myself nice and we'll start off easy. So basically the only reason why I'm here is because it's kind of a layover for me, and it's actually cheaper for me to stop in Hawaii before going to Canada or America. I mean the mainland of the United States, since Hawaii is part of it, even though it's like hours and hours away. So yeah, I'm only here for 2 days, but I'm coming back in about 2 months. Yeah, 2 months for my birthday week with Michael, and he's gonna come along later. But right now, I feel like I'm all over the place. So for the first 2 days, I'm in Hawaii, and then the next 5 days, so tomorrow morning, I'll be going to Vancouver, and I'll be staying in an Airbnb with at this girl's house, but she seems pretty nice. I read her reviews. She has a cat. I'm happy. Then I'm going to Banff for 5 days, and that's like all scenic, very naturey, very excited for that, but it's also gonna be a bit creepy because bears. And yeah, anyway, my friend, she made me watch this TikTok about bears going on a rampage and killing everyone, and I went on a little rabbit hole on what to do if you see bears and stuff. And yeah, I'm really scared to see one now. I thought that was so cute, but yeah, if they're black, you fight back, and if they're brown, lay down. Anyway, not the point. Yeah, I'll be staying in my first and only hostel there, only because I looked at the photos and stuff and the reviews, and it looked pretty nice and clean. I'm like excited but also a bit scared. It's gonna be gross, but I think it'll be a good experience. Then I'm doing 2 days in Calgary, and then I'm flying over to Toronto, and I have some family there, so I'll be staying at their house for 5 days. Then I'm going to New York for 3 days and staying at an Airbnb, and then meeting up with Michael, so I'm very excited for that. And we'll be going to like LA, Disneyland, and then Vegas, EDC. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Then we're going to San Jose and San Francisco, and then back to Hawaii. So that'll be my birthday weekend. And then I'm actually planning to fly back to Toronto, and I'm planning to rent a place. It's not going so well at the moment. No one's really replying, and it just doesn't suit like the dates, and like I need a furnished place because I don't want to stay too long. But I would like to stay there for 3 months. I'm just gonna get a working visa. At the moment I'm working on that, so hopefully that all gets approved soon. And yeah, it's crazy, but the reason why I'm doing all this was actually that I never wanted to solo travel, and my intention of this was that ever since I was in high school. So it's been like a decade since I've wanted this. Oh my god, I'm so old. Yeah, and exactly another reason why I want to go because time's not getting any better. I really want to go because I've always wanted to experience living in another city, particularly overseas, because I feel like you're just given one life, and I don't want to like live only experiencing the one area or the one thing, even though I feel like I'm pretty satisfied with like all my friends and family that I have, and I feel super lucky to have them. But like I feel like this is just something I need to do, and it's getting harder and harder, especially when I feel like I'm settling down and I'm not like like if I did this a couple years ago, I definitely would have been at the like bars and clubs for the last 2 days, but I haven't even had like a single drink yet, which is very crazy, but not that crazy, just because I did come here a bit sick, but I guess not too much has changed. I'm sick because I went partying on Friday and then went a bit too hard. We stayed up till like 7 a.m. well, at least me and Michael did, and then like the last few people who left at like 6 a.m. and it was at Michael's house. So yeah. Oh yeah, so the whole point of this was to experience living in another city, not just as a holiday, but just like I've always kind of wished I could live every single life that I could, but I know that's not possible. So the best I can do is do this, and it's honestly, I'm so lost right now, and the only thing that I have on my bucket list of things to do is to live overseas. So even if it's only for 3 months, I feel like it's something I have to do. Yeah, solo traveling was never part of the plan. Like I would have loved to have a friend or Michael or like someone to come with me, but no one wants to go. So if no one wants to go, then I just gotta do it myself, and it's gonna be great, it's gonna be fine. I hope I'll find myself, all that stuff. I'm really nervous. Nah, I take that back actually. Now that I'm here, I actually feel okay, but for the last couple of months, I only planned this in February and it's like April. So it's been like only 2 months since I decided to, like, since I bought my ticket. It's honestly a very messy plan. Like I haven't planned very much. I just kind of booked my tickets and went, and it wasn't an easy thing to do, and it was very sad, like leaving my family and my friends and Michael. Like when I went to the airport, I like cried and kept going to the departure, then going back out to say bye because it was hard. But anyway, yeah. And then also my dad, he's very like, don't go, come back, just come back after you go on holidays. Like, why are you leaving for? Why do you even want to work overseas? What's the difference? But it all comes out of him stressing and being worried over me, and yeah, I can get it. I do get it. But yeah, it's exciting. Yeah. I just feel like this is something I need to do, and also I do feel like the feeling of me wanting to do this is fading a bit, but I also know that I'm gonna look back and wish or wonder why I didn't go, or you know. So I feel like even being here for 2 days only, I do have to remind myself a lot why I am here, why I'm like, I had so many moments where I'm like, not just today but like in the last few months, where I just keep asking myself like, why do I do this to myself? Why couldn't I just, like, you know, I don't have to do this, I could be safe at home with everyone I know. But yeah, good things don't come easily, and it's gonna be probably the biggest challenge, but so far it's going okay. I hope it keeps going okay, because yeah, I know I'm gonna have like a lot of hard times as well, and I'm gonna be tempted to go home, but we'll see. If it gets too much, then maybe I will, but at the moment I'm trying to get through it and just do it, remind myself why. And yeah, I feel like I've talked a lot. I know for some people this isn't a big deal, and it's kind of like, oh, it's only 5 months or it's only 3 months or whatever, but it's a big deal to me because I feel like I've always been very sheltered. I lived a very sheltered life, and just everything's been very safe for me, which is nice. But yeah, this girl that I met on the plane, Lily, she has, like, it was such a coincidence that the first plane ride that I go on, I ended up sitting next to her. Well, we had a seat between us, that was free, which was even better. But yeah, she sat next to me, and she has lived quite a life. Like, she moved and like lived in Hong Kong and China and France for 2 years, like ever since she was 18, because she did modeling and stuff. And then she, like, I don't know, she just like her telling me about her life, I'm like, whoa, you have done so much. Like, yeah, she's lived a very colorful life, and it's nice. Like, I'd like to settle down too now that I'm getting older and I'm seeing the oh gosh, I used to hate like the thought of just living a boring life or whatever, but I'm definitely finally appreciating the life that I was given and have. But yeah, I think this trip will just be enough sprinkles for my cupcake, if you know what I mean. But yeah,